All right, I get a lot of questions about the snack machines that I rent out of my house on Facebook Marketplace that make me hundreds of dollars a week. So let's do snow cone machines today. Hi, I'm Emily. I get paid to party. I run a handful of party service businesses that I run out of my house. And I just show you guys the behind the scenes if you're looking to make some money from home as well. Okay, so I've talked a little bit about how our snack machines are some of our most popular items, run out every single week. We've got snow cone, cotton candy, popcorn, and hot dog. It's actually pretty easy hustle. I own the snack machines. I get the supplies together. People come pick them up, take them out for the weekend, bring them back. I just clean them, make sure they're ready to go, and just rinse and repeat over and over again every week. And I make hundreds of dollars a week on just the snack machines alone. So let's show you guys the snow cone today while I'm checking these back in from last weekend's rentals. So here is one of them. I use the Vivor brand. I've shown you guys before. I think I showed you the silver one before. Silver is the exact same. We've got 3 machines, and these go out all the time. The machines themselves and the snow cone supplies is linked at my Amazon storefront at the link in my bio. So you can go there and see the cost, see the machine, see all the supplies I use with there. It is an affiliate link if you go and use it. But this brand Vivor, we've been running these out for the last year and I love them. They are very sturdy, they hold up really well, and they're very user friendly. So I don't have the snow cone machines. I never have people messaging me like, how does this work? How do I make this? Because they're very self-explanatory and I send the instructions with them. But the Vivor brand, love it. So we rent these if you just want the machine by itself, that starts at $45. Most people want the supplies that comes with it to actually make the snow cones so that they're not having to go buy or order all that themselves. So then that is what I'm gonna charge like a per serving basis. So $45 base fee to rent it, and then I'm gonna ask how many servings do you want? When they let me know, I just figure out, I have a pretty set amount where I know what I'm spending myself to give them all the supplies per serving. And so then I'm gonna set a per serving charge on top of the $45 rental fee. Now, I have talked about how if you give anything that is food of any type of consumable food product, if you do not want to have a health department license and all of that, you need to give stuff that's prepackaged and pre-sealed, and it has to have the labels on it. I order these from Amazon. They range anywhere from $6 to $8 a bottle, depending on the time of year and what kind of sales they're having and how many you buy in bulk. I buy a pretty good chunk of these to get a discount. I typically just offer, these are the blue raspberry and the cherry. These are the popular one, like really popular flavors that everybody kind of likes. And these are 25 ounces. So this is technically about 25 servings per bottle. So I don't know if you can see, these are sealed. They have all of the labels on them. So that's how you can provide this to customers without needing a health department license, because you are not packaging up any food product. Then I'm gonna include their cones in there. These are the straws with the little spoons at the bottom. This is the toppers to go in the bottle so they can pour. This is what came back from a customer. I will not reuse these because they have been touched by a customer, and this is dirty. So it normally goes out a little bit nicer. And then they're gonna also get a scoop and plastic gloves. So this is all the stuff I would send with this in the tub. And then I do have paperwork, and this is important. Okay, first of all, warnings and disclaimers. I put that in there. It lets them know that this has sharp components and should only be used by adults. No children, adult supervision required, blah, blah, blah. This is a disclaimer that lets them know that all of our concession equipment is cleaned in between each use, but we would recommend them cleaning it themselves to meet safety standards. This is a disclaimer to let them know that they are required to return the machine clean to us, because we are a DIY rental. So we rent our equipment at a cheaper, more affordable price. But part of that is that they're gonna come pick stuff up from us, and it's expected to be returned clean. And that's what saves them the money. And so we let them know that the items are expected to be returned in the condition they got them, so clean. And if they're not, a cleaning fee could be assessed. And some people don't want to clean them and would rather pay the cleaning fee, and that's fine. I'll clean it as long as I'm getting paid for it. And then last, but definitely not least, is the operating instructions. You want to include that with all of the machines for a couple of reasons. A, because it's going to give them all of the instructions to safely operate the machine. So for liability reasons, you want that in there. But also it's just operating instructions. And if you don't include these, you will get calls or texts or emails all weekend long of people being like, how do I do this? I'm not quite sure. Did I do this right? How do you want me to clean it? So operational, safety, and cleaning instructions are on there. I laminate all of these so that if not, they get destroyed and they don't come back, and I don't want to make copies every time. If you laminate them, they come back a lot more often. All of my warnings and disclaimers are also for sale at the link in bio. I have an Etsy shop called Social Standout, and it's got all the disclaimers on there. If you don't feel like creating those all yourself, they're a few bucks and you can just print them off and use them yourself. Snack machines are a great moneymaker. Most people are not going to buy big snack machines and store them year round to use once or twice a year. I can count on these running out all the time, and they're fairly easy to maintain. You just want to make sure you have a good cleaning protocol and, the check-in, check-out standards and all of that. But this is a great way to kind of get into party rentals and rent things online and make extra income. I make $300 or $400 a week usually from home just for the snack machines this time of year, and then we have all the other party rentals on top of that. All right, ask me any questions you've got.